Wednesday morning, Bill Spry, ClassX Radio with your rock news update. Let's jump right into it. Eagles drummer Don Henley being sued by one of the men who was accused of stealing his handwritten lyrics to several Eagle classic tunes. Glenn Horowitz, one of three men to stand trial for the alleged theft, filed a lawsuit in New York Supreme Court against Henley and his manager, claiming the pair always knew the lyrics in question were not stolen. Horowitz, who was a rare books dealer, was tried alongside a couple other people, with the trio accused of trying to auction off the handwritten notes and lyrics for songs from the Eagles' classic album, Hotel California. The trio claimed they got the sheets from writer Ed Sanders, who came into possession of the documents in the 70s when he worked on Henley's never-published biography. The case finally went to trial in February of 2024, but it was dismissed due to a late disclosure of documents by Henley's team. Now, in the new suit, lawyers for Horowitz argue Henley and Azoff, his manager, knew that Ed Sanders had acquired and retained the handwritten lyrics legitimately, without theft or misappropriation. The suit accuses the pair of malicious prosecution, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and more. Horowitz is seeking punitive damages. Queen is happy this morning. They have announced that their single Crazy Little Thing Called Love is clocked in at 1 billion streams on Spotify. And the band says, thank you for listening. I guess so. What an achievement, right? It was written by Freddie Mercury back in 1979, released October 12th, 79 in the UK, and then later on the 7th of December the same year in North America. Song featured on their 1980 album, The Game, and also appears on the band's compilation album, Their Greatest Hits, that released in 1981. Cool news from McCartney. We're all used to seeing him play these humongous stadiums across the globe, but he's set to play a much smaller venue. The rock legend just announced he'll headline New York's Bowery Ballroom Tuesday night, which has a capacity of 575 people, with the show dubbed McCartney Rocks the Bowery. Tickets are available. They start at 6:30 p.m., at least the show does, and the tickets are on sale right now, but at the box office only, with one ticket allowed per customer. Turning now to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the nominees for 2025 have been revealed, with 8 out of 14 artists in the running getting a nomination for the very first time. And a couple I am happy about, quite happy about. One being Bad Company, the supergroup featuring former Free members Paul Rodgers and Simon Kirke, along with the Black Crowes, Billy Idol and Joe Cocker, plus the Twist singer, after all of these years, Chubby Checker. Now, to be eligible for nomination, an artist or band must have released their first commercial recording at least 25 years ago. This year's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame class will be announced in April. The 2025 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction, it's set to take place in L.A. this fall, although an exact date has not yet been announced. The long-lost Tom Petty documentary, Tom Petty Heartbreakers Beach Party, is coming to streaming. The film, which was the directorial debut of Oscar winner Cameron Crowe, was released in theaters back in October to coincide with Petty's 74th birthday, and it will now stream on Paramount Plus starting March the 11th. The flick followed Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers during their 1982 to 83 tour for the album Long After Dark. Originally airing on MTV in 83, but according to the description, it was deemed too experimental, and abruptly it was pulled from the air. The newly restored version of the film includes a new intro from Crow, along with 20 minutes of previously unreleased footage. And my buddy Ted Nugent, well, he's launched a new website. It's called NugVault.com. And he's calling it the ultimate gonzo Ted Nugent van experience. Nearly 6 decades of never-before-seen and never-before-heard Nugified treasures are finally unlocked, he says. You'll get access to unreleased rehearsals, demos, live recordings, rare concert and studio footage, the full history of Ted's iconic guitar collection, behind-the-scenes photos and stories, classic Spirit of the Wild episodes, live campfire chats with Ted himself, and limited edition autographed merchandise. The Motor City Madman has kept his vault sealed until now, he says. You can pre-register today and be a part of rock and roll history. And that's what we have for you today. You can find these classic rock news updates now on TikTok. Yeah, we have a channel over there. Also, YouTube, the ClassX Radio Facebook page, which we hope you will go and like and follow us. We've got tons of classic rock updates there every day. We're also on X, Gab, and Truth Social. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And follow and discover classic rock deep tracks, B-sides right now at ClassXRadio.com. And also, you can listen on the TuneIn player and our mobile app on your mobile app store. ClassX Radio is rock radio for Gen Xers. And let's not forget, boomers. Thanks for joining us.